Greetings everyone, I'm Eliza Mendoza and I'm going to explain the Module 1, Introduction to Formal Languages and Automata. Lesson 4, Overview of Automata Theory. We're going to tackle the introduction to automata theory, types of automata, and application of automata theory. So this is the last lesson for the Module 1. So what is automata theory? It is a branch of computer science that studies abstract machine and the problems they can solve. So, ito yung automata theory. So, this is the input, the states, and the output. What is automata theory? It's an abstract machine. It's an imaginary device or models that can perform computations para mas madali nating maintindihan kung paano nag-work ang isang computer or ang isang program. So, computational process naman, these are the steps or operations that the machine performs to solve a problem or process information. And the capabilities and limitation help us know what kinds of problems this machine can solve and what they cannot. So, kung ano yung limitation ng isang machine, kung hanggang saan lang yung kaya niya. For example, this is the vending machine. So, paano siya gumagana? Of course, first idle lang siya, nakatayo lang. Then, you're gonna insert coin. So, after inserting coin, mag-item select ka. So, pipili ka ng item kung ano yung gusto mo dyan. After nyan, i-dispense na yung item dito. Then, after dispensing, kukunin mo yung change mo if meron. Then, magkakaroon lang ng error state if nagkaroon ng malfunction tong machine na to. So, yun yung input, output, and state ng isang vending machine. Types of automata. Finite automata. The simple machine used to recognize patterns in input string. Meron siyang two types, the deterministic finite automaton and the non-deterministic finite automaton. Dito sa DFA naman, state has exactly one transition for each symbol in alphabet. Sa NFA naman, multiple transition at pwede siya magkaroon ng 0. Example. Ang DFA example niya, recognizing binary strings that end with 0-1. So, tatanggapin niya lang ang string na merong 0-1 sa huli. Yun yung DFA. So, tatanggapin niya to, 0-1, 0-1 sa huli, then 0-1 sa huli. So, i-reject niya kapag hindi 0-1 yung nasa huli. When it comes to NFA naman, recognizing binary strings that contain 0-1. So, dito, kahit saan mapunta, basta may 0-1. Kung nasa unahan, nasa gitna, nasa huli, basta may 0-1. Anything that contains the substring 0-1, so yung substring, natakal na natin siya nung lesson 1 and lesson 2. So yun yung pagkakaiba nila. So sa DFA, meron siyang specific na dapat sa end lang, while the NFA naman is pwede siya, ma-read siya anywhere, basta may 0-1. Then, types of automata. Number 2, push-down automata. So, like a finite automaton but with an added stack for memory. This allows it to recognize context-free languages, which includes more complex patterns such as nested structures. So, this is some example. So, na-discuss natin yung palindrome sa previous lesson. Ito yung kapag binasa mo siya ng pa-forward, ganun pa rin siya. Then, pa-backward, ganun pa rin siya. Like, radar, level, then ito aman, aplan, and canal, Panama. So, kapag binasa mo siya ng pabaliktad, ganun pa rin yung kalalabasan niya. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. Okay, so this is the diagram. First state niya, don't pop anything, just push Z subscript 0 in the stack as a first element. So, ang first element natin ay Z subscript 0. Then, mag-input ka ng A or B, maalin man, kung anong input mo. Then, ito yung nasa gitna, this is the midpoint. Wala kang gagawin. So, proceed ka na sa Q3. Q3 is pop A or B, depende dun sa input. And the last element, dapat ay maging Z subscript 0. Another example. Example niya is ABBA. So, ang ABBA is an example of palindrome kasi kapag binasa mo siya, ABBA, forward, and pa-backward is ABBA. So, Z subscript 0, that is the Q1. So, that is our first element. So, A, ipupush mo siya. So, ilalagay mo siya dyan. That's the Q2 na. Ito na yan. Then, the second input is B, Q2 rin. So, push. So, pupunta na siya sa stack. Then, nasa midpoint. Sabihin, nasa gitna na. Then, proceed na tayo ng Q3. Fourth input. Pop if the fourth input is same as the last stack. So, ano ba yung last stack? B, di ba? So, matatanggal siya kasi nga, yung fourth input mo is B. So, matatanggal na yung B. Magpa-pop na siya. So, ang natira is A and Z subscript 0. So, sa Q3, matatanggal na dahil lang per second. So, it should be third ha. Third and fourth. Fourth input. So, typo. Should be third input and fourth input. So, dito, sa fourth input, dito yung A. A, diba? So, A. A yung huli niya. So, dapat parehas siya. Kaya siya nag-pop kasi nga parehas. Then, Z subscript 0, that is the Q1. So, dapat, dito tayo magtatapos kung saan tayo nagsimula, which is the Z subscript 0. Then, so on sa Q4. So, that's it. That's the push-down automata. Nalaman mo siyang palindrome kapag ganyan yung kanyang state. Types of automata. Turing machine is a more powerful abstract machine that can simulate any algorithm. For example, recognizing palindromes over the alphabet. So, nire-recognize niya kung ano yung palindrome sa alphabet na A and B. So, ina-accept niya to A and A. Kasi kapag binasa mo siya backward, A and A pa rin. Ganon din dito. B, B. A, B, B, A. So, nasa A and B pa rin siya ng alphabet, pero palindrome siya. Kasi kapag binasa mo siya pa forward, ganon din pa backward. So, ito, ni-reject niya kasi A and B. So, pag binasa mo, B and A na. So, hindi na siya palindrome. Kahit na nasa alphabet siya, na A and B, kung hindi siya palindrome, i-reject niya yon. Then, the application of automata theory is a branch of computer science deals with the design and analysis of algorithms and systems that recognize patterns and process sequence of symbols. Application of automata theory sa compiler design, lexical analysis. Break down your code into basic parts like words in sentence. So, dito, sa compiler, is help in breaking down the code and ensuring it follows language rules. They help break down and check your code. Ganun din sa syntax analysis. Follows the correct structures, like making sure sentence have proper grammar. And then the formal verification, making sure a system works correctly. So, they check if system behaves correctly. They make sure system work as is intended. Sa natural language processing naman, understanding the structure of sentence in natural language. So, they help understand and analyze sentences. And for the last is algorithm design, finding a word or pattern within a larger text. So, they make searching for patterns in text faster and more efficient. They speed up finding patterns in text. So, pwede siyang gamitin sa finding patterns. So, that's all for the lesson 4, which is our last lesson for the module 1. Thank you all for watching.